What's up everybody? Larissa Shanti here with Shanti Moves. As you can see, there's a few changes. Got a new background, got a new friend. This is Cal. He's gonna be staying with me for a couple weeks. And today we're bringing you a short little yoga flow right before bed. So something that can easily help you drift off and sleep with ease. So if you're ready, go put on your comfy PJs and come join me on the mat. Alright, so we're going to get started in our tabletop today. So if you want to just come down on your mat, bring those hands underneath your shoulders. Knees are underneath your hips at hip width distance. Find your nice neutral spine here, so tailbone tucks slightly, lower ribs hug in. Then when you're ready, on your inhale, start to drop your belly down, open up the heart, lift the head. On your exhale, tuck your tailbone, round up through the spine, head dropping last. And then inhale as you drop the belly, open up the heart, lift the head. Exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding, finding your cat. Just move back and forth here a few more times. Kind of setting your motion with your breath today. If you want to go a little faster or slower, whatever feels good to you. But I would suggest, since it's that bedtime yoga flow we're going for, maybe slowing it down a bit. So finding a little bit more length on your inhale. And then trying to make the exhale just a little bit longer than your inhale. And if you want to freestyle it here, so maybe you want to do your barrel rolls, or maybe just sway the body from side to side, doing your figure eights with your hips, whatever feels right and natural for you to do today, just getting that spine nice and limber warm up. Really tuning into that breath. And then wherever you're at, come meet me back in a nice neutral spine. Start to take your knees as wide as you can. Maybe they go out to the edges of your mat. Big toes come together. And then start to send your hips back, coming into a child's pose. Arms reach long. Forehead comes down to the earth. If the forehead doesn't touch, you're also welcome to place a block or a blanket or anything you like underneath it, just to give it a little bit more support. Once you're settled into your child's pose, maybe start to just rock the forehead from side to side, giving that third eye a little massage. And maybe start to walk the hands a little bit wider, maybe out to the edges of your mat, creating a little bit more space in the shoulders. On your next inhale, see if you can feel your backside ribs kind of expanding up towards the sky. And then on your exhale, feel that heart melting down towards your mat, softening. Feeling the hips start to open up slightly as the hips get heavy. And then as you're ready, start to make your way back up nice and slow. Coming back to your tabletop. Knees come underneath the body. Then just start to sit back on your heels. Shift your weight off to one side and then bring your legs around front. Extend your legs nice and long. And then we're gonna bend our left knee, bring that heel to the groin. Then take your right leg out just a little bit. And we're gonna start to turn our heart over to that extended leg. Now here, maybe tune into your sit bones. Feel your sit bones down on the mat. Start to lengthen up through that spine. Imagine like somebody's pulling you with the crown of the head. You can start to add the arms here, getting nice and long through that side body, maybe keeping a softness in the knee, toes are flexing. And then as you're ready, maybe lean forward. And then your hands can just come down on either side of the leg. Maybe today you want to come all the way down on the forearms. Or if that's not for you, you can stay up here. And then just bring your hands to the outside of that leg, getting a little bit more into that lower back, our QL. So whatever the body is telling you today, going with that. And then coming back to that breath, seeing if we can find that deep inhale and slowing it down on the exhale. Coming back up nice and slow. Extend both legs out and then bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, into butterfly pose. You can grab your ankles if you have access to them. And again, pressing tall through the sit bones. And then leaning forward with the heart. Maybe you can press your elbows down on the thighs. But if not, just staying wherever you're at. You can bring the chin to the chest, lengthening the back side of the neck. And again, tuning into the breath here. So finding that nice deep inhale. And then a slow exhale. Trying to make it a little bit slower than the inhale. Rising back up. Extend those legs long. This time bend the left leg, right leg rather. And then take the left leg out to the side, heel to the groin. Turn your heart over to that extended leg, softness in the knees, a little bit of flexing in the toes. Tune into those sit bones. Inhale, lengthen up nice and tall. And then exhale, leaning forward, thinking belly to thigh. Hands come where they like. You can either come down onto those forearms or maybe just walking to the outside of that leg. Trying to keep that open heart. Coming back to the breath once we found what feels good in that pose. And then inhale, coming back up, nice and slow. Extend those legs out. Now, we're gonna wanna find a wall for this next one, so feel free to pause the video if you need to. If you don't have a wall accessible, you can just use a couch or a bed. I'm gonna be demonstrating with a wall today. So you're gonna wanna bring your hip as close as you can to the wall. Either side, doesn't matter. I'm doing my right side today. And then you're gonna lean back as you fan your legs up the wall. Then you're gonna twist. So now your sit bones are as close as they can be to the wall without having to do that wiggling around kind of all over the place. Now, if you're up on a couch or a bed, you're not gonna have the support all the way up there. So you can just bend at the knees, let the feet flop over that lip of the bed or the couch there. Now you can take your arms wide or up over the head, whatever feels better for your shoulders and more opening and relaxing. once you feel settled in your waterfall, we're gonna come back to the breath, but this time we're gonna add a little bit more on. I'm gonna just do 3 breaths here. So as you inhale, try to breathe all the way down into that belly, expanding the body. And then as you exhale, breathe out through your mouth through pursed lips, so like you're blowing through a straw. And again, trying to make that exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. Let's go for 2 more of those. Inhale, finding that deep belly breath, body expanding. And then exhale, blowing out like you're blowing through a straw, slowing it down. Last one, deep belly breath. And exhale with resistance. Maybe you can already start to feel the calming effects of this practice. I hope you do. You are welcome to stay here breathing like this as long as you need to, bringing yourself into that rest and digest state. And then when you're ready, you can just slip off into bed, having a sweet, restful sleep. Until next time.